background. Hello, it's Monday again. Mike and I are down here at the shed. Going to get a little more work done today. Pretty much what we decided to do is we're going to sand this Bondo that we put on here last week, give it a quick coat of paint, and then we're going to transition over and start the work on the new 8-Ball Deluxe table. I brought the new table in. We're going to start moving pieces from the old table over to the new table. So that's it for today, and then maybe at the end of the day we might be able to have time to slap a second coat of paint on this. So that's it. We did decide to do something a little different, or something at least we haven't done in the past. But as part of the working of this 8-Ball Deluxe table, we're going to track how many hours it takes us to do this restoration. So starting today, we're going to count our start and stop time and then the amount of man hours we put into whatever we're going to do with this table. So this table primarily is going to get a new playfield stuck in it. It's going to get the lights replaced with LEDs. And we're going to refurbish, paint the box, and I think that's about it. And we're going to add another sound system to it, so it can play other music besides the canned music that comes with the game, or comes with the Valley. So anyway, that's it. We'll keep track, and every week we will give you a status update on how many hours we have in the table up to that point. So keep watching. Okay, with that first coat of paint out of the way, we'll go ahead and move this table out of the way and get set up to start working on the 8-Ball Deluxe table. Okay, we have moved the old 8-ball table over to our little homemade work stand, and we're going to start with taking off all of the parts. However, something that we learned the last time we did this is we really need to take a lot more clear pictures of what's here than we did last time. So as soon as I stop talking, I'm going to put this thing back into camera mode, and I'm going to shoot a whole bunch of pictures of this table, so we have a good record of what was where and what everything looked like before we continue on. So our first effort, we're just going to be removing lights. We're not going to be touching any of the mechanical hardware, but the lights are completely trash, so we're going to be taking off everything that's associated with lights, cutting the wires and pulling them out of the cable looms, so all that is left is the mechanical stuff, and then we're going to try and do a kind of an in-place mass transition from one board to the other. Now on the other board, I haven't really shown it yet. It is sitting over here. Let me see if I can open this up. Mike, can you come here and get this box while I'm talking? So the old table was an experimental, we used it for experimenting with, and it has some of the old style RGB LEDs on it. Remember, we're using RGBW LEDs now. So we will also have to strip off all of these LEDs off of this board before we can start moving the hardware over, and then we'll put the new RGBW LEDs on this board. So we're going to go ahead and put you in a time-lapse thing and let you watch us working on this other table. Okay, we are just finishing up removing all the wires from all the lights. We're going to leave the light sockets in place until after we get everything else moved off the table. But pretty much we've kind of temporarily tied everything back up so that it kind of stays where it's at. And the next thing we need to do is take the new play field and pull the old LEDs off that we were playing with. You guys may have seen, this is the first time we've run across this, that the pop bumper module is a removable module with its own plug on it, and that is really handy. So we pulled it off to get it out of our way, just to make it easier to move around the other stuff. So that's a bunch of cables and wires that we won't have to mess with while we're moving the stuff over to the new table. Okay, we have the new play field up here, and all we're going to do is quickly pop all these lights off. It should just take a few seconds. Well, 15 minutes. Go ahead and mount the drop target mechanism first, since it's such a nice thing. However, the new play field does not have any pre-drilled holes to mark where it's at, so we've kind of moved it back and forth and positioned it in halfway in its travel in the X and Y direction. We're going to go ahead and pre-drill some little light holes and bolt it down, and that's actually probably going to end my ability to work today. So we'll be ending this here. So thanks for watching. I know this is going to be a fairly short video, but it was a lot of fun. We may take a few minutes and put another coat of paint on the thing in the last few minutes we have. So anyway, thanks for being here. Bye bye.